Hi everybody, welcome to lesson number 3 of Enquiry. Apologies, I made the first video using another YouTube clip, which apparently you can't do. So this is a very steep learning curve for me as a teacher as well. So I've re-recorded this video and I hope that this one works. So I'll share my screen with you now. It's another thing I must remember to do. Share. I've already made lots of mistakes in making these videos, so I'm hoping that by a couple of weeks I'll be a pro at this. Anyway, so lesson 3, we've got two different learning, two different WALTs for this lesson. One is explore different foods, and one is to identify where different foods come from. So for this lesson, you obviously need your book still and your pencil case, but you'll also need a mirror. Now that might be a mirror attached to a wall that you can go and have a look at. You could pause the video, or a mirror that's a handheld one that you can use. And also some food. Now this could be just a bit of fruit, some bread, a vegetable. Please check with your adults first. We're going to do a bit of taste testing. Okay, so this is where the problem was for my first video, is that I showed you a clip, which apparently you can't do. I didn't know that. So instead I've put the link up here. Obviously you can't click on that, but you could use the QR code below. It will take you to the same thing, or you could just go onto Google or YouTube and search "Hey Dougie Taste Badge." Now there is a whole episode which is about 7 minutes long. I showed you a 2-minute clip where they do the tasting, and Hey Dougie goes through the different taste buds on your tongue and the different things that we can taste. Now I know that I love using Hey Dougie because I watch it with my son, who's only 1 year old, but I do find that there's lots of really educational things on there. It's very interesting learning about the different tastes that our tongue can pick up. So again, you could use your mirror now, you could use it during the video, you could use it after the video, but I would love it if you could pause the video of me now and go and have a quick watch of that video. Right, I'm going to move on to my next slide now, which tells us some more information. So here is a picture of a tongue, and it's got the different sections of your tongue and what they taste. So you can taste sweet things, salty things, sour things, bitter things, and umami. Now, like it said in the Hey Dougie video, these different foods are included in different parts of your tongue, and that they have a sweet taste, or they might have a salty taste, a sour taste, or a bitter taste. So for example, lemon has a sour taste, broccoli has a bitter taste, mushrooms have umami, sugar, bananas, strawberries have a sweet taste, and things like bacon or anchovies have a salty taste. So your first task for this lesson is to try some different foods. Now, so if hopefully you've got something that you can try. It could be something you haven't tried before, but it could just be something that you know and that you love. But I wanted you to experiment with it a bit. So for example, I love eating little mini oranges, and I eat them with Albie a lot. But I was going to try eating an orange and putting it in different places on my tongue. And I had lots of questions. So things like, if I put something that is sweet in the sour part of my tongue, can I still taste it? Can I still taste the sweetness of it? Will it taste different? Okay, so I want you to think of lots of what if questions. What if I put something bitter on the whole of my tongue? Will I only taste it in certain areas? Okay, it could be that you just say, which category will this bit of food go into? Maybe something that you've never tried before and you don't know. So have a little experiment, and in your book write down your what if question, because if we're working scientifically, that means you are hypothesizing. You're asking questions in science that you want to find out the answer to. And then do your testing, do your experimenting, and then write your answers down, because that means you're showing your results from your scientific working. Okay, pause this now and have a go at that task. Okay, moving on. The second task for today's lesson is about where in the world. So where in the world does our food come from? And I don't mean the supermarket. So I don't mean do you shop at Iceland or Aldi or Tesco. What I mean is how far has our food travelled to get to us? So you should have a map of the world, and I'd like you to cut it out and stick it into your books. You can look at the different food types in your kitchen. So it might be that you're just looking at some tins. It might be that you're looking at some fruit, some vegetables. Not everything has where it's come from. I found some tins in my cupboard, like my baked beans. It didn't say where the beans have been grown, so I didn't know where that was from, but I can maybe Google it, perhaps. However, I did find a tin of peaches, and it said they had come from Greece. So I would need to maybe use Google Maps or an atlas, or if I already know where Greece is, like I know that's in Europe, I know it's got that little group of islands coming off it. So I could circle Greece and I could draw a line to the UK. Now on the map on the board, I have circled the UK for you so you can see where it is. I haven't done that on your map. So you might want to have a look for it, have a look for that shape. You might already know, or you might need to get somebody to help you to find that. So the second task is to find some items in your kitchen, find out where they're from. So where was the food produced? Where was it made? Where has it grown perhaps? And find that on a map and draw lines to show how far it's travelled. Okay, pause the video to do that now. Okay, the final task is task 3. So using those same bits of food is we can use this website, the Food Miles website, where we can look at how far they've gone. So I was going to show you an example now. You could also use the QR code to get onto this. So you could pause the screen and you can use the QR code to go to these websites. So if I click on that now, and I'll show you. Just wait for it to load. So this is the foodmiles.com website. It's got lots of information that you can use. You could do some further learning and use this if you would like to. However, the thing that I'm going to show you is the Food Miles calculator. Now I'm going to tell you about my tin of peaches I found earlier. It says, where are you? So I'm in the United Kingdom. The country that the peaches have come from was Greece. So I'm going to scroll down until I find Greece. And then it says, what are you tracking? So the food item, there we go, I've done it before, is peaches. I click submit. Then wow, it tells me, assuming, so there's a bit of an estimate, it's saying from the capital of Greece, which is Athens, to the capital of England, which is London. It said it would have travelled 1,486 miles, or 2,391 kilometres. Wow, what a long way. Now that's as the crow flies, so that means in a straight line. It doesn't take into account going on driving, so going on wiggly roads, up and down mountains, things like that. It means just in a straight line through the air. That's still a really long way for my food to travel. So that makes me think, should I keep buying these things if they're having to travel that way? Think about the pollution. Just something else to think about, isn't it? Okay, so I'm going to go, you can use this website, sorry, to check lots of different foods or just have find a bit more information. Right, back down to our PowerPoint. That was the final task that you need to do. However, if you wanted to do some more learning, you could do some more things about any of those tasks we've done so far. Something I did find as well that I thought was quite interesting was this link, and I'll just click on it now. It was just something called Terrific Scientific. So again, you could use this website, you could go and do some more searching, researching, things like that. I just thought it was quite interesting. It said, what can I taste with my tongue? Has lots of different bits of information about the different categories that we taste. And it has little facts like this one here. Some animals, like cats and chickens, don't have sweet receptors, so they don't taste sugar at all. Now, 1, that's quite crazy. 2, how did they find that out? So it might be that you do a little bit more research or even have some more questions that you want to find out about. Right, I'm going to go back to our PowerPoint. That is it for that lesson. I go back out here. Hi again. I hope that you have enjoyed the lessons we've done so far this week. Next week there won't be so many videos, but there will be tasks for you to have a go at independently. I will send some very short videos just to say what the tasks are. And I hope that you are enjoying your learning at home and that you're all okay. If you do need to email any of us to ask any questions or anything you're worried about, please, both children and parents, please feel free to do that between the hours of 9 and 3. Okay, send me any work that you've done. That'd be great to see it. and I'll see you again next week.